Hello everyone, and welcome back to my Ninja Gaiden Sigma 2 video walkthrough. This is a Master Ninja video guide. We're on Chapter 3, the Thunderclap of Catastrophe, or Catastrophe, if you don't know how to say that word. Okay, so just be grateful that this level is easy. This is probably, in my opinion, the easiest level of all 17 levels. Why am I using Lunar Staff? I don't prefer to use it, but when you have a weapon up to a level 2, or the higher up the strength of the weapon, the more money you get. So, as you'll recall, in the previous chapter, I did not upgrade the Dragon Sword, but I upgraded this weapon here. So, and it's 100% confirmed that you get more money if you're using, because I tested it. I tested all this shit. So, anytime you have so in this instance I have 2 weapons, maybe 3, I forget, but I only have 1 weapon that's up to level 2. So if I was using the Dragon Sword here, I would be getting less money than if I was using the Lunar Sword. It doesn't matter like what the weapon is, it just matters what level it's on. There's 3 levels per weapon, except for the Dragon Sword, which has a final level of level 4. So that weapon, you get the once you have that Dragon Sword in level 4, if you're grinding for money, never use anything but that weapon, because you get the most money from that. I mean, it depends what you're dealing with, but for the most part, if you want to grind for money, get the absolute most money you possibly can, use the highest level of the weapon, whatever weapon you're using. So I did confirm that. I got my calculator out and I did confirm that shit. So this level 3, level 4, and level 8, they're all very similar motifs. They got this, you're in New York fighting. These chapters, chapter 3 and 4, are kind of like bookended chapters. They kind of like blend into one another, and then as we come back, we're going to fight Rachel. So that dude right there, that is a tactical ninja. So that's his first appearance. They can't break your charge with their gun. So if they're shooting you while you're charging, you won't get your charge broken. So you don't have to worry about that. But I'm not really skilled with this lunar weapon. I'm just shamelessly using it to get more money. And I rack up a ton of money. Like, when I got in my last run, and I'm redoing, anyone who's curious as to why I'm redoing all these videos, it's because I lost all my save data. I got really fucking pissed off that happened, but I just said to myself, you know what? I'm going to take this mode down. There's no way in hell I'm not going to beat this mode of play. And I'm going to make my guide even better. So what you're seeing is going to be true ownage. I'm not gonna leave no stone unturned with these items, and I want to get my health bar up to the absolute max that I can. Not because like I need that. I mean, it's gonna be nice to have it that, but I just want my health bar to be. I want everything in this game. I just want everything. I want to own this fucking game, and more, in every possible way. So yeah, this wave is fairly tricky because you got a mage, a melee ninja, and a tactical ninja. So they're really throwing a lot of shit at you here. And I'm just not holding back on the Ninpo. And you really don't have to at this point. Okay, so once you get the opportunity to save, definitely want to do so. I will be returning to that save statue. If you don't want to, you don't have to, but I would definitely recommend. Excuse me. So yeah, I'm not truly comfortable using the lunar. Like when my back is to the wall, I'm just not comfortable using it so much that, like in this instance where I'm having to deal with mages, these Ninpo ninja, as they're technically called. Still haven't found out what these bats are called. I will consult my bestiary next time find out, because those are like the ugliest characters I've seen. There's some kind of mutant bats. So there's going to be if you're doing the chapter challenge mode and you're trying to rack up karma, you want to head down to this area here. I'm not doing chapter challenge. This is strictly the story mode. The chapter challenges, I've heard, are a lot easier than this mode, Master Ninja mode. So that's not to say like I wouldn't do that at some point, but I'm just trying to work on the story mode at this point. I'm not doing the chapter challenges. So I'm going to save the fact that I beat those mages, because once you drop down here, this is a pretty tough fight down here. You have this optional fight down here, a couple tactical ninjas with bazookas, and these melee ninjas. So I'm just really getting comfortable with the dragon sword, and at this part, like on this kind of a wave, I'm just not skilled enough with the lunar staff to have to worry about focusing on money grinding. It either comes down to where I'm so comfortable where like I'm just grinding for money at my leisure, or I'm back into survival mode where I'm really struggling. It either breaks down into one of these two categories as far as like a battle. So you definitely want to grab this item here. That's like a $2,500 item right there. So you definitely want to grab that. Or it might even be $3,500. Yeah, I think it's $3,500, even with the 30 crystal skulls. So you want to grab this too. Devil's Way Mushroom. That's, I think, $3,000. So like that's like $5,300 right there. Those two items. And I'm trying to conserve my items as much as possible. And I'm trying not to buy too much at the shops and stuff. So accumulate. I'm trying to earn as much money as I possibly can, because every single time I'm repeating myself. But every single time I run out of money, and I'm not going to let that happen again. So you want to traverse this cable over here. Once you drop down, you're going to get ambushed by one foe. So immediately prepare a charge on this tactical ninja. Those tactical ninjas not much of a threat. So you're going to jump down here, charge again if you can. Actually, that charging is probably not the best idea because they got bazookas. But once you get like within range of them, you'll see them like swap out their guns for their swords. It's pretty. The AI is really intelligent in this game, and very adaptable. So I just said, "Fuck that guy!" right there, ripped his throat out right there, happily. Okay, so one more guy. Anytime the save statue darkens, it just means that you haven't cleared all the enemies yet. So once you save here, it's a great opportunity to open this chest over here at your convenience. You're either going to get $1,000 from this chest over here, or you're going to get I think it's bats or ghost fish, because I got this bunny on the first try, so I forget what exactly it is. So that's $1,000. So I'm going to go back and save the fact that I got it, so I don't have to because this fight down here. Okay, yeah, this fight, okay, this is the hardest part of the level, and this part of the level makes me think that this level is, when I said it's not that hard, this kind of makes me think that it is a little bit difficult. This battle here, yesterday, I remember struggling. I had finished all the shit that I had to do for yesterday, and I got to this part, and was really struggling on this part. The reason I was struggling is because the melee ninjas are very aggressive here. They will kill. They have a power hit where they can hit you and kill you in one hit, even if you're at full health. And they don't have to be necessarily delimbed. They're just in their regular form. Do a lot of UTs here. A lot of charging off other UTs. Because this is back to survival mode at this point. I'm not grinding for money here, although I'm getting money by killing enemies. But a lot of the times I'm chaining essence attacks here. And the reason that this whole fight is difficult is because you got this huge fight here, and I experienced a lot of lag in this gameplay because no, this game just they couldn't handle so many enemies, and it got ahead of itself here because I never played Ninja Gaiden 2, but I remember that the comparison between that game and this game is that there's a lot fewer enemies on the screen in this version of the rebooted game. So whenever they throw so many enemies at you, I've always been getting a lot of lag because this game just can't handle it. So no okay, so the reason I backed off there, I'm preparing charges, is because normally, like 95% of the time, you're gonna have double. No, I would say 99% of the time, you're gonna have double dogs right over there. And at this run, the game decided to just forget the fact that I was supposed to spawn those guys there. And I said to myself, should I restart, you know? Or should I just punish the game for fucking up? And that's what I did there. Because there's no checkpoint here. And this part's damn hard. And it's the reason I saved my Ninpo. But like even throwing those Inferno, the Art of the Inferno, it doesn't do anything. Because my Art of the Inferno is on level 1. And these guys, it's just, these guys are not that hard. Like when there's when you have like a safety net to fall back on, like a checkpoint, like it's so like not stressful. But like here, like if you die in this, you have to go back all the way to the rooftop right before that final wave. So, and the reason that these guys can be dangerous is because they have a stomp attack where they'll just like fly from one side of the screen to the other side where you are. And also that fireball attack, it can damage you up to, it could kill you in one shot. Sometimes it might be generous if like a little bit of it hits you, and you might not be killed outright. But you know, I'm gonna rephrase what I said at the outset of this video. This level's not easy. I should not say that about any of these levels. And I don't even know why I'm really using the lunar staff here. I tried using the Vigorian flail because that's such a quick weapon on these. But like nothing works on these devil dogs, these fucking ninja dogs as they're technically called. Not even the Vigorian flail. You have a lot of immunity time when you're using the Vigorian flail, but I tried my absolute best with like every single fucking weapon on these devil dogs, these hellhounds. Nothing worked because, yeah, you do get some immunity frames from using the Vigorian flail, but like the second you don't have a little bit of immunity, those fucking hellhounds will grab you. They will grab you at the ankles and you'll be dead in one hit. So that's just really infuriating to have to deal with an enemy like that. Okay, so we're just going to be doing some more platforming. Maybe it's a good time to define some terms here. Whenever I say the abbreviation UT, that just means ultimate technique. That's when I'm doing a charge with the triangle button. To either the blue charge or the red charge. That's a UT. An OT is when you have an enemy delimbed and you're performing the finishing move with the triangle button. It's kind of like in God of War when you have the enemies there's like that circle hovering over their heads. But in this game, they just don't do anything like as superfluous as that. They just, you know, if you know about doing it, good. You know, it's just like you don't even need a circle hovering over people's heads in this. It's just like it's just really obvious that you should, you know, if they're delimbed, you just press triangle. It's just understood between you and the game. You know, after the instruction that the game gives you in the first level. So this is a good method to deal with these foes here. Just not aim, but just use the game's auto aim. And this is very familiar with Metroid Other M. Team Ninja does a very good job with auto aiming in a 3D environment when you're shooting at shit, because it's just really hard to, you know, it would be impossible to aim. So that guy doesn't have anything worthwhile to get. It's a scroll. Whenever I'm passing over a body that has a scroll, It's just because I don't. It just takes way too long to read it and have the scroll load. So I just don't even get them. Right there, there's 1,000. Might be, yeah. I think that was $1,000. So you definitely want to do what I did there, backtrack a bit, and get that money. Okay, so you just want to run along the wall here. And this is a potentially difficult fight if you like immediately jump down into the pit there. But as you can see, all these tactical ninjas, they just jumped right over to where I was. So I just, I think in the first time I did this video guide, which I had to remove all the videos because, as I said, I lost my data. I fell into the pit on purpose. I just jumped down in there. I think that's what I did. But I realized that these tactical ninjas were just jumping up. But there's one more dude down here that just can't make it. Look, this dude can't fucking make it. It's like, you need help making it up, you son of a bitch. These sons of bitches, man. This is really good times. I mean, there's a lot of difficult sections of this game, but in all, like, I can't imagine like playing a game that's just so fun as this game here. This game is just true fun. So I am using the Flame Phoenix here to deal with these guys. And when you're using this magic, you're just the game doesn't let you like hit with your sword. I mean, you can, but it won't connect with the enemy's bodies hardly ever. So when you're using this magic here, you're just like threading yourself next to the enemies. It's really good for dealing with enemies in a group for like crowd control. So hit the stage statue here, jump up, and then we're going to get a Lives of the Thousand Gods over here. And this is the so by now you should have 3 Lives of the Thousand Gods. So this is the 3rd one that you should be having. I'm consulting all this data right out of the Prima official game guide for this game. So, like I said, I'm leaving no stone unturned this time. I'm going hardcore. I'm gonna own everything up. So I would prioritize this tactical ninja here, who is pretty much a stationary enemy. He just stands there. And then there's this one melee ninja here. So unlike some of the other chapters, there's not really a mid-level boss in this stage. So here I'm going to upgrade the Dragon Sword to level 2. So we really didn't have to. It wasn't much of a handicap to not have that Dragon Sword upgraded because we just had to go through like one stage of just having you know. And okay, so there's no mid-level boss except for the fact that like there were those. Damn, what are they called? They are called demon spawns. Those large purple skinned enemies. Sometimes you'll see them with different skins. They'll be black. So I think that was kind of like the mid-level boss. The boss in this level is called Giga Death. He's like a ghost, some kind of a ghost fish train or something. I guess that's why I consider this level not difficult, because I was viewing it in the fact that the boss wasn't difficult, but it has some difficult parts. Okay, now when you come down here, you're going to have a fight. You're going to have more hellhounds and tactical ninjas, and if I'm not mistaken, some more melee ninjas. If you're struggling with this part, just use the Flame Phoenix, and just thread your way through all these enemies. Maybe there are no melee ninjas. Those are the melee ninjas. Are the ones with the Falcon's talons, and they're very aggressive. So right there, that's I did a couple of counterattacks there. Countering is very helpful. It really delimbs the hell out of these enemies. And it seems to me like I got a lot more, like the enemy spawns. Sometimes you get more, and sometimes you get less. I always like it when I get more because, you know, that sounds maybe a little masochistic, you know, but whenever there's more enemies to kill, it's just like this. I just get more. You just get more money, and no, it's kind of a shame to have to think of this game in terms of making, you know, all the money you can, but. That's just one aspect that's kind of fun to do. You know, it's just it kind of gets old to talk about money grinding so much, but I really can't stress enough how important it is to get money in this game. So you know, if it's important that I need to do it myself, you know, then I assume others, you know, could benefit from learning how to do it. So yeah, I just always do that red UT. So now that I have the Dragon Sword up to level 2, I'm going to be using it primarily. Unless a situation calls for me that I don't need to use it really. So there's, I got over 50 grand. That's a lot of money. The first time I did this guide, I remember getting to the next level and I did not even have $5,000. So that just goes to show you like how conservative I've been with my items and how just frugal I've been and how much I've been grinding for money here. And a lot of the times, the items that you could potentially buy in the store are ones that might just be like just up around the next bend in a treasure chest. So it's just like, why waste your money when, especially if you know a treasure box is going to yield the item that you want to purchase too. So just always be conservative, and just if you're not doing well, just restart. This game should have a restart feature on it, but it doesn't. So we're nearing the end of the stage. Over here, okay, this is a Life of the Gods. This is the 5th one you should have by now. So right there, I just paused the screen to show you. If you want to rewind and pause, I have 5. So that is the 5th Life of the Gods. There's 18 of them. So we just need 4 more to get our health increase. And that backtrack right there, let me see, why did I do that? Okay, I think I was just testing whether I could, okay, I just discovered, when I was playing this, I just discovered that you could backtrack to the save statue after this wave. I would highly recommend doing so, because you're gonna have to get really used to this wave here, because the next area is very hard. And I never should have said that this level is easy, because the next part of the stage is so fucking cheap. It's ridiculous. So definitely do your best here, and then save it. I didn't do my best there, but I never knew you could jump back up that wall there to save. So that's really cool that you could do that. So this next part, you're going to be dealing with these yellow dragons. This part is so hard because one of their fireballs kills you in just one hit. So I'm trying to use my Art of the Inferno, but it's only up to level 1, so it's like this was really wasteful. This kind of method here, very wasteful, because it's not doing any damage to these guys. But I just got so fucking terrified of this part because it's so hard. I would recommend the Art of the Inferno only if you have it up to level 2. If you haven't upgraded it, it's really wasteful. So try to do like the Flying Swallow move, coupled with the Art of the Flame Phoenix to give yourself some immunity from the fireballs, and just always keep mobile. So always keep an eye out for those fireballs. Just keep moving around. The Fiend's Bow works pretty well too, killing these guys. It seems to work better than your actual weapon sometimes for some enemies, like these guys. That fire breath there is very dangerous. So this part is really hard, really tough, and it's so cheap. Like, it's just like not even fair. So they have a couple of combos that you can block, and then like the final one is gonna break your guard. So just dodge, and just man, this part's just killer. This part's really unfair. Okay, but for the Giga Death boss, he's not even an issue, and I didn't even have to edit anything out because I didn't even die. Maybe I'll just read some stuff out of the guide about this dude. He has an untouchable body. His long-range abilities include projectile attacks and mini death spawns, like mini, M-I-N-I. So this guide didn't recommend to use this method here, I don't believe. Okay, it says the Fiend's Bane Bow and the Lunar Staff are your weapons for choice. So I'm not sure how the Lunar Staff works. I don't use anything in this boss except the Fiend's Bow. So the main thing you want to be aware of here is that you don't want to have too much like empty space in between him and you. So always just like when he's moving towards you, just kind of like play chicken with him, so to speak. Just like run towards him. Just keep on the move. Don't worry about his little spawns that he does there with the little ghost fish or whatever the fuck they are. Just keep taking him down. Now you'll notice I'm going to run towards him. Use the Art of the Inferno on him, and that seemed to do a lot of damage. So if you want to spam that move, that would be decent to do. Just keep nailing him, and you don't need to take all his health down. This is not a very exciting boss to even talk about, but I do hope that this guide for this chapter is helpful. So I'm going to head on out of here, and we're going to see you guys for chapter 4. And everybody take care now. Thank you.